Hello guys, welcome to lesson 2 of Learn Web Development the Right Way. In the last video we talked about the internet and I explained how the internet works. If you missed that video, please check out the playlist. It is the first video on the playlist. So let's dive in. Lesson 2, Understanding HTTP. If you could remember from the last lesson, I talked about internet protocols which the internet uses to help devices communicate with each other. Remember, the whole goal of the internet is to help devices communicate with each other, and to do this, the internet uses some protocols. One of the protocols is HTTP, and we are going to be talking about it today. So what does HTTP mean? HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Here is it, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and you can see the protocol in it. So now let's dissect what HTTP is. We have already mentioned what it stands for. So the proper way to explain it is this: it is a set of guidelines computers use to communicate with each other. Remember that it is a protocol, and we stated yesterday that a protocol is a set of steps, a set of guidelines, or a set of instructions that is needed to be followed. So when it comes to the internet, the HTTP protocol is another set of guidelines that a computer use to communicate with each other. So next up, okay, we already talked about this in the last video. What a protocol is. A protocol is a set of steps or instructions, right? So remember that HTTP is also a protocol. This is why I'm trying to remind you right here. In the world, you can see over here. In the world of computers, a protocol is a set of rules that computers use to communicate with each other. And one of these protocols is HTTP. Next up, how does HTTP work? So HTTP works in a request and response format. Okay, think of it this way. Let's say you are in a restaurant and you place an order through the waiter, right? And after some minutes you get back what you ordered. So that is how it works on the internet, right? On the internet, HTTP allows you to make a request, right? And once you make that request, you have to get a response. Examples of such requests could be just requesting for a website. Okay, going to your browser and type in google.com. What exactly you are doing when typing google.com is making a request, and once you make a request, you have to get a response. So let me point out some things here before we move on. So when it comes to making a request, there are two devices involved: your device, which is called a client, and the device that gives you the response, which is called the server. A server is a large computer that holds information. Many large companies today, like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, they all have large servers that store the information of their customers. So whenever their customers need any information, all they need to do is make a request to the server and they get a response. All these are made available by HTTP. You can see right here, the server receives this request and then processes it and then returns a response back to you who made the request. So that is HTTP for you. In the next video, we are going to be talking about websites. We are going to be explaining websites. So do well to stay tuned. If you find this helpful, like, share it, and subscribe. This series is going to be really deep. We are going to be learning a lot. Thank you.